GF, 25F, is mad at me, 26F, because she missed her optometrist appointment. Too long did not read. My girlfriend, 25F, of 2 years is mad at me, 26F, because according to her, I made her go to her optometrist appointment even though she was going to be late. She was late by 20 minutes and they have a 10-minute grace period, so she had to reschedule anyways. Some quick backstory. Me and my girlfriend have been together for a little over 2 years and been living together for a year. She had an optometrist appointment scheduled for today at 10:30 a.m. because one of her eyes has been hurting and vision has gotten blurry. We had an appointment for the vet at 9:15 a.m. today as well because our cat that we just adopted was having some pooping issues. She said she would come with me to take the cat to the vet, but when the time came she changed her mind because she had to get ready for the optometrist, which is a 40-minute drive away. I understood and took the cat to the vet by myself. When I came back from the vet, it was already around 9:45 a.m. and my girlfriend was still working out. She worked out for another 10 minutes and then actually started getting ready for her appointment. By the time she was almost done getting ready, I could tell she was getting stressed by the time frame. She asked me if she should just reschedule her optometrist appointment because she's going to be late anyways. I just said I think she should still go because her eye issue sounds kind of serious and it's better to get it checked sooner than later. I did not know that her optometrist had a 10-minute grace period. My girlfriend asked me again if she should reschedule and I could tell she was getting really stressed, so I just said okay fine, go ahead and reschedule. But she left to her appointment anyways. Well, she arrived 20 minutes late and the optometrist had already left for the day, so she had to reschedule anyways. She called me saying I was really mean to her and pushing her to go even though she knew she was going to be late. She said she wasn't blaming me, but honestly it felt like she was. I honestly don't think I was mean when I told her she should go to her appointment, but even then I still told her she could reschedule anyways. She's an adult and she should be fully responsible for her own appointments, and I feel like she's misplacing her anger onto me. Should I just apologize that I made her drive 40 minutes away for nothing? Or should I just stand my ground? It was her choice to work out too long. It was her choice to ask for your opinion. It was her choice to actually go. She needs to own her choices. So your girlfriend decided to skip the vet so she wouldn't be late the eye appointment that was 40 minutes away, then decided to work out until 35 minutes before her appointment knowing she still needed to get ready. Then she asked your opinion and you gave it, asked it a second time because she clearly didn't hear the answer she wanted to hear, and when you said do what you want, she made the choice to go. She is the one responsible for knowing her optometrist's policies. This is on her and her poor time management. If this is a reoccurring thing where she blames you for her choices, I hope you reevaluate this relationship because that's emotionally abusive behavior. Who works out up until the last minute to leave for their APPT? She should have given herself extra time too, since her vision isn't the best and she needs extra precaution. Sounds very immature on her part. Hopefully this isn't a recurring thing in your relationship. Does your girlfriend frequently find ways to make things that she messed up your fault instead of hers? How many of her own fuck-ups does she blame on you? So your girlfriend is shit with time management and that's somehow your fault. Stand your damn ground on this. This is 100% her fault. It's so immature that of her to try and blame you. She's a grown-ass adult. Tell her to grow the hell up. Optometrists help select appropriate prescription lenses to correct vision problems. They're not pathologists, they don't assess or treat health problems in eyes. That's an ophthalmologist. Or you could just see a regular doctor first, and they could refer you to a specialist if the issue is beyond their capabilities. I really think that's what most people would do. And the optometrist had already left for the day. Before 11 a.m. Something is weird here. Not to mention the fact that it's just weird and stupid for her to be working out until 35 minutes before her appointment when she has a 40-minute drive. This is some real codependent shit. She is an adult, she is the only person in control of her own ability to get to an appointment on time. That's all that needs said. It is obviously not your fault, and who cares if you said she should go anyways. She is an adult and can call the fucking doctor. And #X200B. Seriously, WTF. Why are you even with this girl? She sounds awful. According to your post history, she's been like this for years. What happened to not moving in together until she gets a job? It's not your fault, she had plenty of time and put it off. Seems more like she did that on purpose due to doctor anxiety, and blaming you is an easy out in case her eye gets worse while she ignores the problem. You shoulder none of the blame for this situation and she is just projecting her frustrations onto you. She sounds pretty mentally unwell. She can't decide for herself whether or not to go or reschedule. She can't manage her time on her own. And she calls you mean when you tell her what you think she should do. Why on earth would you apologize? She sounds immature and manipulative. She needs to take responsibility for her own actions. Your girlfriend seems to not want to take responsibility for her choices. Is this a normal occurrence for her? If so, she may want to look into further. I was once like this where I would keep doing other things till the last minute and then get stressed and rely on others to tell me the right answers so I could calm down and make myself think I was okay. Then I found out I have ADHD and it made a lot more sense. I'm not saying she has it, but you may want to talk to her if this behavior is a common issue for her. She wants you to be responsible for all her bad decisions and let her take credit for the good ones lol. Does she have ADHD or any other condition that causes time blindness? Maybe ask her to get screened for it if being late happens often for her. Time blindness isn't something you can control. Don't suppose she's been tested for ADHD or similar things. There's a lot of behaviors packed into that one story. Forgetfulness, distraction, indecision, anxiety, dismissing advice, anger, frustration, misdirection. Sounds like she was looking for any reason to be late and reschedule. She was working out for 40 minutes instead of getting ready like she should have. She shouldn't be blaming that on you. If she was more responsible about going, she'd have been ready to leave by the time you even came back, if not already left. You didn't make her drive IMO. She scheduled the appointment to go, so she should have gone. If she really knew she wouldn't make it, she should be an adult and just reschedule. Sounds like she's actually mad at herself, and she's taking it out on you because it's easier than taking responsibility for her own dumb decisions. NTA. Also, what doctor goes home for the day at 10:30 am? It was her choice to leave at whatever time she chose to. Absolutely not worth a fight. Are we missing some part of the story? Well, you mean, she needs to own her choices. You didn't make them for her. Not saying this is an excuse per se, but eye problems can be kind of scary, and sometimes people deal with health problems by trying to ignore them till they go away. It sounds like maybe she knew about the time limitations she had, worked out to the point where she knew she would be tight on time to have a reason to miss the appointment. When you told her to go, maybe you ruined her excuse to miss it, and that's why she's mad. Maybe ask her if she's anxious about her eye. Again, not an excuse to direct anger towards you, but might be the root cause. Sounds like she can't manage her time and likes to blame others for her mistakes. Does she often not take responsibility and try to deflect when things go wrong in her life? Is this a common occurrence? If not, could it be that she is really anxious about seeing an optometrist and subconsciously trying to delay going to the appointment? She is deflecting. She is worried about her eyes and what it means, so she procrastinated till the last moment and asked you over and over to make you the bad guy for her not going. Takes the onus off her and onto you. That way she doesn't feel bad for not going. Now she is feeling shitty for messing up and laying the blame at your feet in an attempt to stop that feeling she has. She is an adult and responsible for her time keeping. If you said you'd take her and was late, then yes, it would be your fault, but she chose to do all the stuff that delayed her. Something is fishy about this story, and it's worded very carefully. She explicitly told you that she doesn't blame you for making her late. She blames you for being mean. So let's not make this post about whether or not her lateness was your fault, since that's not actually the issue she had with you. Were you mean to her? What exactly did your conversations look like? Do you two have communication issues fairly regularly, or is this a one-off thing? I mean, she did it to herself and needed someone else to blame. So she picked you. That being said, maybe she is scared to find out something is really wrong with her eye. I had a friend who just went through some serious health stuff that started with losing vision in his eye. It's not an excuse for her to take something out on you like that, but it may be the underlying issue. I'm not sure why else she would have missed the appointment after skipping the vet to be sure she would make it. You might want to gently bring it up to see where her mind is. Also, no matter what with your relationship, seriously urge her to get to the eye doctor. It really could be very serious. She probably got peeved because she knew she was wrong and you did everything to help. Hopefully she comes back with this on her own and you can tease her about it later. This is on your girlfriend, not you. I thought it was that you were going to make her miss her appointment, but she missed it herself and only has herself to blame and shouldn't be taking her anger out on you. Sounds like the blaming you part is just her embarrassment of being so late and missing her appointment. My girlfriend is sort of the same way, quick to blame me if I'm involved but then quickly realizes she was wrong. She apologizes, and we move on. Sometimes I just apologize anyways, even if she does just so it feels more even ground. I would just apologize and get it over with. You'll thank yourself when you're not fighting about the same thing the next morning lol. You should try posting this in Amy the Arsehole. It's a good voting system. Good luck. Look, obviously this is Reddit, so everyone is gonna be like, stand your ground, you are morally in the right, this is a red flag, abuse, break up with her. A much more generous interpretation would be, she had a stressful morning and screwed up her timing, and now she's mad at herself at lashing out. Apologize right now and give her some space. Laugh about it tomorrow when she's calmed down. Like, yeah, if this is a pattern and she's like this all the time, that's bad. But if it's a single occurrence where she's pissed and in a really bad mood, give her a little grace. Being right and being kind aren't always the same thing. Edit. Read a segment of this post backwards, got the two people confused, and WHOOPPS definitely girlfriend is being immature here. You absolutely don't need to apologize. She needed to figure this one out on her own and manage her time appropriately. Just say you're sorry. Either one of you could have called. It was irresponsible of her to keep working out, but you probably should have let her call him to find out about rescheduling. I'd be pissed, but I also wouldn't have listened to you because I wouldn't drive the 40 minutes for nothing. She missed her own appointment, but apologize for pushing it, then it will be over.